Today we're going to take a look at some of the most common Google searches about Seventh-day Adventists. This should be fun. Adventists are one of those Christian groups that a lot of people have heard of, but don't really know a lot about. So where do they turn? To Google. It's always interesting to see what people are trying to learn about your religious tribe. So I opened a private window in my browser and I just typed, "Do Seventh-day Adventists?" so I wouldn't get results based on my own past search history. And here is what I found. Result number 1, do Seventh-day Adventists eat meat? As best we can tell, about 20% of Seventh-day Adventists are vegetarian or vegan. The rest eat some kind of meat, but that doesn't really mean a lot because I imagine a lot of them would tell you that they don't eat meat as often as non-Adventist omnivores do. Result number 2, do Seventh-day Adventists celebrate Easter? This is a burning question people have. Like, seriously? Do most Adventist churches make a big deal about Easter, at least as big as other churches? No, but we don't ignore it. Most Adventist churches find a way to mark the holiday in their own small ways. Maybe they have a skit or a special lunch or whatever. But Adventists in general don't get really excited about holidays. Result number 3, do Seventh-day Adventists? Yes. Yes, they do. Great questions. They do. Of course, they do. Result number 4, do Seventh-day Adventists eat pork? Nope. Result number 5, do Seventh-day Adventists believe in hell? Yes, we do. Just not a burning hell where people are tortured forever and ever. Result number 6, do Seventh-day Adventists celebrate birthdays? Yes, and we often get confused with Jehovah's Witnesses on this point. The JWs don't celebrate birthdays, Adventists do. Result number 7, do Adventists celebrate Christmas? Yep. If anything, Adventists celebrate Christmas more than Easter. But look, there's some hesitation in there because obviously Christmas is a cultural institution that is far bigger than commemorating the birth of Jesus. And obviously we know Jesus wasn't born on December 25, but I think most Adventists are happy to commemorate his birth if only they could leave out the rampant consumerism and Santa stuff and all of that. So it's like, does celebrating Christmas mean I just have to accept all of these other things, or can we just kind of pick and choose what we want to affirm? That's a dilemma a lot of Adventists are wrestling with. But even still, plenty of Adventists do the whole Santa thing. Some don't want anything to do with it. There's a lot of diversity there. But officially, we have no problem celebrating the birth of Jesus in December. Some churches do more than others in this regard. Result number 8, do Seventh-day Adventists drink coffee? Look, like Mormons, our prophet has strongly warned us against tea and coffee, and while she didn't use the word caffeine, it seems pretty clear that Ellen White is warning against the effects of caffeine. Even today, General Conference working policy tells us, quote, "The use of coffee, tea, and other caffeinated beverages and all harmful substances are being discouraged." Honestly, there's still a culture of discouragement about coffee and tea, even decaf, because we can't tell the difference. But a ton of Adventists drink it anyway. And when you ask, do Adventists do this or that? I mean, it really just depends on what you mean. Is it our official position or is it our practice? Result number 9, do Adventists eat fish? Let me just clarify something for you and for everybody else out there. Fish are meat. It is crazy how many times I go to a restaurant and I tell the waiter I'm a vegetarian, and he says, "Well, we also have the salmon if you're interested." And it's like, finally, result number 10, do Seventh-day Adventists drink alcohol? What do you think? Did you notice that there is one theological question among those 10 Google searches? The rest are all lifestyle questions, and people are really interested, apparently, in how Adventists deal with food and holidays. No one's like, do Adventists have a good life? Do Adventists fight in wars? Do Adventists run for political office? I mean, those are, to me, much more interesting questions. And we have to answer the questions, however, that people actually have, not the questions that we wish they would ask. And if you're not an Adventist, well, I hope you found this at least somewhat useful. And if you are an Adventist, well, now you know the kinds of questions people are asking about you. Maybe we need to do a better job on explaining who we are as Adventists, that it is more than the vegetarian thing, that it is more than Christmas and Easter. Look, if you have any other questions for us, there's no need to Google. Just ask them in the comments below, and who knows, maybe we'll answer them in a future video. We'll see you next time. Remember that the best is yet to come. Seriously, why can't people just Google good questions? Just ask good questions. We have so much work to do.